Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing Matrix Resurrections. Resurrections. That's the fourth movie in the Matrix franchise. So I'll be non-spoiler review. Everything I'll talk about was in the trailer, so there'll be no spoilers. So this movie basically picks up following Neo. As you seen in the trailers, that he's still alive after Revolutions, but this time he's back in the Matrix and he has no idea, no memory of who he was before. He's a programmer now, and the kind of clever way that this movie does is that they have him where he's a programmer. He worked and he made successful Matrix video games. So basically, he took his experiences from being in the Matrix from the first three movies and transfers those into video games. So this way, the movie kind of could be, kind of wink wink at you and make references about the movie itself, but actually referring to the video game. And it's so basically throughout the movie, and then there's new characters. There's one played by Jessica Henwick. She's kind of his new guide. She comes through and tells him about the Matrix and says, "Hey, you're Neo. You are a hero. You need to come back with us. We need you to get out." And then also the new actor, I can never say his name, is Yahya Abdul Mateen II. He's reprising the role of Morpheus. He's the new version of Morpheus, and he comes in and confronts Neo and says, "Hey," he guides him and says, "Hey, we gotta get you out of the Matrix. You need to come back, and we're basically take you to the new version of Zion." They got him out, and also, well, I should say, prior to that, he's a programmer. He goes to a local coffee shop, and there he meets Trinity, basically the version of Trinity. But in this part, she's Tiffany, and she's a mother. So basically, both her and Neo were put under by the machines after the end of the third movie, and they got new identities, and they have obviously, so neither have no remember each other. But since they kind of both need each other, they're kind of placed close to each other in the pods. So it's now basically when Neo's taken out of the Matrix, he comes to the new place, and you see also Jada Pinkett Smith from the second movie and third movie from Reloaded and Revolution. She's there now. She's really old because they like 60 years have passed since Revolutions. So everyone's old, but he's still young. But he basically determines that, okay, I'm going to go save Trinity. And so that's basically what the story comes out, is he has to go back and save Trinity. And they bring back other characters. There's a new architect. I won't give away who that is. And then also they bring out a new Smith. So all in all, I think this was a really good movie. I enjoyed the action. The story was good. It was very interesting. I loved Keanu, and I loved the chemistry between him and Carrie-Anne Moss as Neo and Trinity. I thought the chemistry was really great. I liked the new characters. Jessica Henwick as his guide is really good. I thought Abdul did a good job as a new version of Morpheus. But I think the kind of thing the only issue I kind of had with this movie is that it's very ham-fisted with the nostalgia. I mean, it's pretty much beating you over the head with the nostalgia. It's like remember the first movie? Here's that, and even parts during this movie, they're literally showing you clips of the first Matrix. Like there's literally like every 5 minutes they're showing clips from the Matrix, and I thought that kind of undermined them because there's especially with Morpheus and with characters of Smith, because the new actor, I think he's Jonathan Groff. He's replacing Hugo Weaving, and whereas Abdul Mateen was replacing Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. So I normally I don't mind recasting if you sell it, if you work on it. I can usually get immersed and buy it, but the thing is, if you keep showing me clips of the previous movie, I lose it. I lose my immersion, because then I'm like, oh, okay, but those are the actors, that I really want to see in the role, because either Lawrence Fishburne and Hugo Weaving are the actors who made those two roles iconic. So it kind of undercuts your motive. You're trying to establish new actors in the role to keep showing us clips of the previous actors in those same roles. So it kind of just really undercuts what Lana Wachowski was trying to do in this movie. In fact, there's a scene there in the middle where they're literally showing a clip of the red pill, blue pill scene from the first Matrix up on a screen while this action is going on. Now they explain, it's like, oh yeah, we pulled it from your video game. But then but then it's a scene from the movie, and it's literally going on as there's action going on in this room where they're fighting agents and everything. So yeah, so I think it was just way too much nostalgia, and you'll see like definitely scenes from the first Matrix being replicated in this movie, and people are trying to do versions of the characters from the first trilogy movies. So yeah, and unfortunately, and I do for Jonathan Groff. I mean, he was fine in his role, but I mean, unfortunately, he really didn't compare to Hugo Weaving. I mean, Hugo Weaving made that character very menacing, very out there. I mean, he was very much a worthy foe of Neo. Or in this version of him, he was just kind of like, "Oh, I'm the bad guy," just kind of mustache twirling a little bit. And it just did not come off. It did not have the same effect as Hugo Weaving, and that was undercut the movie. And the movie undercut itself because he kept showing scenes from the first movie, the first through third movies where Keanu is actually battling Hugo Weaving in their respective roles. So, and then they kept, like I said, they kept showing clips of Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. That kind of undercut the new guy. So those are the only things that really kind of annoyed me. A movie was that the heavy nostalgia to a point where it kind of hurt the movie. But other than that, like I said, I thought the action was really good. There was new innovative things they did. New actions I thought that were really well done. New concepts. I liked a lot of the new characters. I liked the different worlds, how they the different worlds between the Matrix and New Zion, which is called Io, I think is now. So I thought so. Lots of the stories really well done. I thought I liked how it ended. I'm interested to see if they do another movie. If they do another Matrix movie, I'm down for it. But hopefully they're not going to just keep retreading the same ground. Because I mean this movie in a way did feel like a reboot of the first movie. Like they were repeating a lot of the same beats. So hopefully this next movie won't just be a repeat of Reloaded, and then a movie at the beginning, just another reboot of Revolution. So hopefully they do something unique with the next movie if they do that. So overall, I do recommend this movie. I really enjoyed it. If you're a fan of Matrix, definitely go check it out. You can check it out in the theaters, or you can see it on HBO Max. I decided to see it in the theaters. I think that it really came off much better in the theater. So, but that's my opinion, and I do recommend go check it out. It's always fun to see Keanu as Neo. So, and Carrie-Anne Moss as Trinity. They both killed it. So, and their chemistry was great. So, anyways, that's my review of Matrix Resurrections. Have you seen it? Leave a comment down in the comment section here. And those again, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys, and catch you later. And happy holidays. And here's to a wonderful new year. There you go. Bye bye.